Perform the indicated operation and write the answer in both scientific notation and standard form. So when we have a problem that looks like this, where we have scientific notation multiplied by another number represented in scientific notation, what we can do is we can set this equal to parentheses 2.5 times 5.8 times both of the prefixes together, and then we'll say that's multiplied by 10 to the 4 times 10 to the 2, like that. So what are we doing here? We're multiplying the prefixes, and then we're multiplying that by the powers of 10 multiplied together. Okay. So let's go ahead and work this out. This is going to be 2.5 times 5.8, and that is equal to 14.5, and that is multiplied by, and when we multiply two bases that are the same, we can add their exponents. So we get 10 to the 4 plus 2. So that's equal to 14.5 times 10 to the 6. Now we want to write this in scientific notation. So what we can do is we can say 1.45 is our prefix, and we'll say times 10, and we are going to move the decimal place to the left 1, right? Which means that we are adding 1 to our power. So we're saying 10 to the 7. So this is one answer, right? And then if we're writing this in standard form, what does that mean? That means we're taking the decimal place and we're moving, since it's a positive exponent, we're moving it to the right 6 spaces. So we'll have 1, 4, 5, that's 1 space, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces, right? Our decimal was here, and I'm moving to the right 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. And now I can add my commas, and I'm done. Yep. We'll go ahead and take a look at this one over here. So for this problem, we can divide the prefixes and the powers separately. Right? So we can say 1.82 divided by 1.4, and we'll multiply by that by 10 to the negative 1 over 10 to the negative 3, like that. Okay, so we will go ahead and figure this out here. It's 1.82 divided by 1.4, so that's 1.3, and that's going to be multiplied by 10 to the negative 1 minus a negative 3. So we're doing the quotient of powers property here, right, where you take the exponent of the numerator and subtract the exponent of the denominator. So that's going to be equal to 1.3 times 10 to the, and a negative become positive, so this becomes positive 2. Right. And this just happens to be in scientific notation. Oh, I'm sorry, I want to go ahead and put a box around these two. This just happens to be in scientific notation, and so we simply need to write it in standard form. And so how do we do it? Since our power is positive, we're going to take our decimal, we're going to move it to the right 2 spaces. So we get 1, 3, 0. Hold on. So that's 1, 2. Yep, that's it. 1, 3, 0. And that is it. Put a box around those two.